Hi folks, this is Craig Lane with Health Alchemy, healthalchemy.com and Health Alchemy YouTube channel. What you see here, and this is another of our spring video, and I'm going to call myself, make the claim that I'm a plant whisperer. And this plant was absolutely, was it me or was it the plant? But it was OCD all night last night, day before, and today. They weren't screaming at me today because they don't scream past their harvest point. So there were, now watch this. This is wild milky oat, where we get the oat straw from. So watch this. See that milk? See that white milk? Well, that's a sexual tonic. It's a yin tonic. It's a nerve tonic. And then, you know, when they say sowing your wild oats, incredible plant for restoring sexual function, including hormones, drive, fluids, all of it. Look at its upright nature. That should tell you it's going to be good for erection. And it's high in minerals, very high in silica, so that's going to be good for calming the system, especially for the person that has a real hard problem maintaining any kind of low level of performance anxiety as a man. And then for a woman, it will make her more susceptible to a real deep climax, potentially, by being more relaxed. So this was a chicken in a duck coop. This whole area here is probably 20 by 40, 800 square feet. And we were going to garden here, but we don't know. So there was a lot of oats given to the chickens and the ducks here. And look at this. Notice how the oat grows in clusters. See, there's a cluster. And they weren't trying to do this. They weren't sown this way. So this is what nature does. This is my favorite one right here, I think. Look at that. It's like a forest in there. Look how dense that is. And what's fascinating is there's this weird datura-looking nightshade growing right next to it. Yeah. So I wanted to demonstrate how this is some of the healthiest wild oat. You just don't see them this healthy where they're squirting that much that much milky latex. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some in apple cider vinegar. I don't have time to process it. So I need to get it in water, because if you let it dry, this stuff dries out and it's not going to be nearly as good as when it's wet. There it is again. Just crazy amount of wild milk. And it's tasty too. So I'll be harvesting that. And so wild oat, I just think of it, you think of it as a process plant. It's nurturing, it's grounding, it's calming, especially nurturing to the kidney yin, as we might say in Chinese medicine, especially nurturing to the nerves, which is also kidney in a way, and also nurturing to, in general, our whole body, because it's got the silica in it. And that silica can transmute to a lot of different things. So it's sort of another adaptogen, and in Ayurveda I might call it a rasayana, or a deep restorative of the body-mind-spirit complex. So that's wild oat, folks. And I'm going to try and do another post on teasel later today that I started, I didn't finish. And then there's a really, just before I sign off here, that's a really nice specimen of wild oat right there. Wild lettuce. That's a classic wild lettuce. See how its hands are kind of up? Hard to see with the shadows here, but man, this plant, it's one of my all-time favorite roadside plants, because it's often right by the roadside screaming at people, use me, use me. Very calming. And there'll be a lot more about this coming up. I got a few volunteers in the garden. This is Craig Lane with Health Alchemy YouTube channel, signing off, and healthalchemy.com, getting ready for our personal plant medicine program. And maybe you want to be a part of it, where you can have a plant like that grown in your garden and save lots of money on food and medicine by growing it yourself, even in a pot. Thanks, folks.